All praises to the Most High. You know, some people just don't believe in the Most High, okay? And just to let you know why I'm wearing this mask. There's a reason why. The reason why I'm wearing this mask is because a lot of you guys are not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention. That there's a lot of sick people out here, and they're amongst you. They walking around with you all day, but you're not paying attention because you think these people just, what's the word that unhouse. They unhouse. But you don't even try to help these people. By you not helping them, you help creating the problem. And it could be our destruction. Why? If you're not taking care of your body and you sleeping in the bushes and you sleeping in dumpster areas, I've been showing you guys what's been going on. But you've been on some other stuff, not paying attention what's really going on. It's just like that Hispanic sister was trying to tell you about, certain things like vinegar. How you can go out there and help these people, because if you don't, and she was talking about what happened in Italy. Yeah, she was talking about, that's in one of my videos from today. She was talking about what happened in Italy. But you're not paying attention and you being distracted. But it's very important. The things that you're talking about is important. But you got to stay focused on what we're trying to do here. You can't do nothing if you're not here. And somebody today said, why are they showing all this information, giving you all the information today? Why are they giving you all the information? There's a reason why. Because they don't have to worry about it in the future. The man said he might send you, some of you people, or some of our people, to another country to be housed. So you'll be taken away from your own land. But you ain't never figured out what the word emancipate means. What does the word emancipate mean? It means free from legal, social, and political restriction. You think you're a citizen. What does citizen mean? That's somebody just dwell in the city. That don't mean this is not where they came from. They just living there. That could be you living in a house that you think you paying for, but not realizing you just a citizen. You're just a citizen. But you never went and looked up the etymology of the word citizen. And you go look up many of these words that pertain to the United States. Well, what does the word U.S. mean? What does the word U.S. mean? You've been saying this USA for the longest. But you never figure out to say, what does U.S. mean? It means us. Us Americans. And United States is a different word. Those are two different words. The United States, that means there's a states. They are united. Against who? Us. And you go church every Sunday, y'all in church. But not knowing what you're talking about, what the scripture is saying. The Bible says you like sand in the sea. So if it's like sand in the sea, well, you're going to have different people that you don't realize they you. You understand? And then I had one brother attack me, or attack my grandmothers, not realizing It all goes back to the grandmothers and grandfathers. The Bible said, know thyself. Come on, man. It's telling you to know yourself. That's not talking about you being with everybody else and not realizing you got to know yourself. What's your family tree? So if you in a part of the tribe, and you saying that everybody got the same bloodline. That's what people saying. Just talking, man. People just talking. People just talking. Just like I'm just talking right now. And when I came on TikTok, I went over here to these different places, man, and just hearing people talk. And they talking about each other. These are what you call melanated people. Okay? They talking about the Holy Land. Man, I can go right in the Gulf of Mexico. The man told you it's the Gulf of America. It is the Gulf of America. He's trying to tell you something. If he's saying it's the Gulf of America, he's trying to tell you this is America. That the whole thing is America, okay? And what is in the Gulf of Mexico? In the Gulf of America? What is in the Gulf of America? Right off the coast of Mobile. You know what I'm saying? What is in the Gulf of America? Is a tree. Go look it up. Find that tree in the Gulf of America. And if you want to, hey, look, it's hard to get away from the Gulf of Mexico because that's what they taught us. But you go find that tree that's in the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America. What you gonna find? The tree. Then, how you find Africa? You know, how you find Africa? Because Africa was connected to the Gulf Coast. Don't believe me. The scriptures say, study to be approved. I have to say this right here. I have to say this. This is in the Apocrypha. So in 1828, they took this out of the Apocrypha, okay? They took this out of the Apocrypha, okay? 1828, okay? Webster Dictionary, 1828. The 1828 Webster Dictionary tell you a lot, okay? Especially about words, okay? So in the Apocrypha, the angel went up to UL and asked the angel, hey, what's going on in heaven? And the angel said, UL said, if you can answer these three similitudes, I'll tell you what's going on in heaven and what the wicked is doing. You answer these three similitudes, I'll tell you what's going on in heaven and what the wicked is doing, okay? Number one, you got to be able to weigh fire. So you got to be able to weigh the fire. So you got fire and you got to be able to weigh it. Number two, you got to be able to weigh the back of the wind. So the wind is blowing and you got to weigh the back of the wind. You got to be able to weigh the back of the wind. Number three, you must be able to talk to somebody that the day has passed. So the day has passed, you must be able to talk to them. Okay? And another thing, just like you got seasons, there's seasons in the ocean. You meditate on that. There are seasons in the ocean. Okay? As above, so below. The scriptures say, study to be approved. And I had this Negro tell me, he was from Oklahoma, and his family went on the Trail of Tears. You big dummies. My people from Alabama, we never ran. You know what I'm saying? We never ran. We ain't running from nothing. Know why? We not running to be put on a reservation. And we not running to live in teepees. And you asked me to spell that word teepee one time. And you know what? If I would have spelled it to you guys that night, I would have been spelling it wrong. Because the word teepee come from where? Russia and Mongolia. The word teepee comes from Russia and Mongolia area. We would never run to be put on reservations. They know that. That's not part of our spirit. You can call us black, Negro, Indian, African American, all these different names. But one thing about us, we don't run. What they say? We stand 10 toes down. Because the Most High put it in our spirit. And we would never build teepees when we build buildings. And they got the nerve to say the White House is what? White. How can it be white? And Donald Trump said the African American built it. Who's the African American? The original people here that been here for 400 or 800, 1,000, 10,000 years. When you see New York, and when you see Chicago, you better believe the Negroes are the one that built this stuff. We just didn't pick cotton and beans and all this other dumb shit. We just didn't do all of that. We built buildings, structures. That's what we do. That's what that woke nation do. And when you say we don't have no language, we have. One brother said today I was watching, he said the language is Creole. And just to let you know, I know what's going on at LSU University. On the campus, the altar is right there. But there's also another one in northern Louisiana, right outside north of Monroe, Louisiana. And that's an altar also. And what that pertains to, the oldest people on the planet, as I know, right there in northern Louisiana. And you all you Negroes, Indians, that's on the reservation, I seen the pictures. You should know every damn thing. You're the ones that went to school. You're the ones that sat in the classroom with YT. When we, or my family, they had to struggle just to get to school, walking miles, barefooted. And you got the nerve to talk about my grandmothers and my grandfathers? that was totally abused but still built the White House? And the White House is not white. It's my shade. Why? Because my ancestors built it. My ancestors built this country. When you look at the Capitol building, I didn't hear about nobody on the plantation. Nobody on a reservation built nothing. A made up story. And I can't believe that they would actually do what? Make people go to school and learn about cowboys and Indians. Learn about cowboys and Indians. Some bullshit. Some bullshit. Put it in the books. Make us go to school. Put it on cowboys and Indian movies. Gunsmoke, Big Valley, and all these dumbass TV shows. I thought that shit was real. Tonto and all this other dumb shit. That's why he's saying Donald Trump talking about get rid of the educational system. Oh, what you want to do, a reboot with some more dumb shit? I got to go. And one thing about that woke nation, we gonna move a little bit differently. You know what that woke nation is gonna do? We gonna start building some shit. They said, make America great again. Guess who's gonna make the shit great again? The same people that built the shit last time. That's literally what they telling you. They want you to make this shit great again. But many of you gonna go stand in line and vote for people to whoop your asses. Who stands in line for Democrats and Republicans? The same people that's gonna whoop your ass. Who does that? And you know what? Fred Sanford had a saying on Sanford and Son. He called his son what? And everybody, you big dummies. Same thing George Carlin said. Called everybody big dummies. Who want to be a citizen when a citizen just a unhoused person, just laying on their asses doing nothing? That's what a citizen is. They make it seem like you doing something when you ain't doing nothing. And many brothers are doing what? Nothing. Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Many of you gonna lie where? In prison houses. And Negroes sit up here and try to be all scientific with shit. Genealogy and all this other shit. I know my grandmother and grandfather. And they came from Alabama. And that was my great-great-grandmother. And I met her. Her name was Mama Hattie. Hattie Wells. All praises to the Most High. My grandfather's name was Joe Davis. And Mary Davis. All praises to the Most High. God chosen. Revelation. Romans 9. All praises to the Most High.